Okay, dear Dhamma friends, let's pay homage to the Blessed One, Supremely Enlightened Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's pay homage to our teacher, Lukuswamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so today we are going to learn another beautiful sutta from the Samyutta Nikaya, the connected discourses of the Buddha, from the chapter of the stream enterers, Sotapatti Samyutta. So, do you like to learn the discourse about somebody who has put the boat into the water and started, paddling and very kind of close to the farther shore? What a fortunate person he is. So this is the story, the sutta of that fortunate disciple of the Buddha, one of the wealthiest person in the among the Buddha's male lay followers.
Paṭhamaanāthapiṇḍika at Savatthi. Now, at that time, the householder Anathapindika was sick, suffering gravely ill. Then he addressed a man, "Please, mister, go to Venerable Sariputta, and in my name bow with your head to his feet. Say to him, 'Sir, the householder Anathapindika is sick, suffering gravely ill. He bows with his head to your feet.' And then say, 'Sir, please visit him at his home out of compassion.' 'Yes, sir,' that man replied. He did as Anathapindika asked. Sariputta consented in silence. Then Venerable Sariputta rubbed up in the morning, and taking his bowl and robe, went with Venerable Ananda as his second monk to Anathapindika's home. He sat down on the seat spread out and said to Anathapindika, 'I hope you're keeping well, householder. I hope you're all right. And I hope the pain is fading, not growing. That it's fading is evident, not it's growing. Sir, I'm not keeping well. I'm not all right. The pain is terrible and growing, not fading. It's growing is evident, not it's fading. Householder, you don't have the distrust in the Buddha that causes an unlearned ordinary person to be reborn when their body breaks up after death in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. And you have experiential confidence in the Buddha. That blessed one is perfected, a fully awakened Buddha, accomplished in knowledge and conduct, holy, knower of the world, supreme guide for those who wish to train, teacher of gods and humans, awakened, blessed. Seeing in yourself that experiential confidence in the teaching, that pain may die down on the spot. You don't have the distrust in the teaching that causes an unlearned, ordinary person to be reborn when their body breaks up after death, in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. And you have experiential confidence in the teaching. The teaching is well explained by the Buddha, visible in this very life, immediately effective, inviting inspection, relevant, so that sensible people can know it for themselves. Seeing in yourself that experiential confidence in the teaching, that pain may die down on the spot. You don't have the distrust in the Sangha that causes an unlearned ordinary person to be reborn when their body breaks up after death in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. And you have experiential confidence in the Sangha of the Buddha's disciples in practicing the way that's good, direct, methodical, and proper. It consists of the 4 pairs, the 8 individuals. This Sangha of the Buddha's disciples is worthy of offerings dedicated to the gods, worthy of hospitality, worthy of the religious donation, and worthy of veneration with joint palms. It is a supreme field of merit for the world. Seeing in yourself that experiential confidence in the Sangha, that pain may die down on the spot.
Sadhu. Okay, so what did you understand so far?
You should have faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha,
Yes.
and the pain will subside.
What are some of the reasons why an ordinary person would end up in hell after death? Didn't we learn that as well? What are some of the causes?
Distrust,
Buddhe appasadena samannagato. So this asutta aputujjano, unlearned, unskilled. So this person hasn't learned the teaching of the Buddha. He hasn't practiced the teachings. He is not skilled in the teachings. He doesn't, and as a result, he lacks trust, faith, and confidence in the Buddha, right? So what is that in Pali? Buddhe appasadena. What is the word? Appasada. So that is one of the reasons why some people are reborn in very painful hell. So because of this lack of confidence in the enlightenment of the Buddha, somebody will miss the opportunity to abandon unwholesome qualities in life and to cultivate wholesome qualities in life. So because of that, this person will accumulate lots of bad karma. As a result, this bad karma will take that person into the place of misery, the hell. Right? That is the danger of not having that confidence in the enlightenment of the awakened one. But when an ordinary person is unfortunate like that, Sariputta Arahantero explains this to the lay disciple, male disciple, Paṭhamaanāthapiṇḍika, saying, you have this confidence. What kind of confidence? Buddhe aveccappasada. He has unshakable, unwavering confidence in the enlightenment of the Buddha. And what is that enlightenment of the Buddha? How is it explained? Itipiso bhagava araha samma sambuddho vidyācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi sattha deva manussanam buddho bhagavati. Right? So that is how he has recognized the Buddha, and that is the enlightenment of the Buddha. So he has unshakable confidence in the Buddha. This is a very big achievement in somebody's life. This confidence gained through the wise consideration after, as the result of association with Kalyanamitas, noble friends, and as a result of listening to the teachings, the discourses of the Buddha. When that disciple reflects on the Dhamma, which he has learned, and again, when he reflects on the Dhamma, when he practices the Dhamma, when he applies the teachings to his own life, this confidence is a natural result. And that confidence at some point becomes unwavering confidence, unshakable confidence, unshakable by anybody in the world. That's the meaning of unshakable. Unshakable by any Mara, any Deva, any Brahma, any recluse, or anyone in the world. Because of that confidence in the enlightenment of the Buddha, this fortunate disciple practices lots of wholesome qualities. Spiritual faculties are established in that disciple. The faculty of faith, faculty of energy, faculty of mindfulness, faculty of concentration, faculty of wisdom. All these brand new things are emerging in his life. And these spiritual faculties totally support this disciple to abandon unwholesome qualities and cultivate wholesome qualities. As a result of the practice of the Noble Eightfold Path, the previous bad karma, they get like eradicated by the practice of the Noble Eightfold Path, and the new bad karma is not accumulated. Because that's how important this confidence in the enlightenment of Buddha is. That confidence, the Shraddha in the enlightenment of the Buddha is a huge achievement in somebody's life. Now you can see that here. Some people don't emphasize Shraddha that much. They like to talk only about wisdom. But you can see here now how important the Shraddha is. That is one of the main things that prevented not only Anathapindika, the lay disciple, thousands and thousands of disciples of the Buddha from taking rebirth in hell. You can see that here, one of the great arahants, the liberated monks, was teaching that to Anathapindika, the lay disciple, saying, Anathapindika, the householder, you are so fortunate because you have this unwavering, unshakable confidence in the Buddha. That is one of the major things in your life that would help you to escape from bad destinations, from the plains of misery. That's actually the very first one, according to this sutta. And what is the second factor? The second thing that an ordinary person is lacking? Dhamme appasade. He lacks confidence in the teachings of the Buddha. Instead of confidence, somebody might have lots of doubts, uncertainty, perplexities, and some views against the teachings. So they all support this appasada, the lack of confidence in the teachings of the Buddha. In other words, the confidence in the Dhamma is the thing that prevents somebody from doing bad things. Because what the Dhamma teaches is that don't do these or unwholesome things. Practice these wholesome things. That is the Dhamma, basically. If somebody doesn't have that confidence in the Dhamma, that means you don't know what to practice, what to avoid, what to cultivate, Married, demarried, you don't know these things. How to cleanse the mind, how to purify the mind, what are the techniques to purify the mind, how the defilements arise in the mind. What is the other way? Do we have any other way to know these things? No, there is not any other way to learn this. So, yes.
But there's a lot of people out there that follow meditation and stuff like that are very wholesome and good people. Don't they still reap benefits also, even though they don't believe in the Buddha or know about the Dhamma that he teaches. If they're following a path that is similar, they're still reaping the benefits also, even though they're ignorant of the danger side of being reborn into bad karma from previous, but they still are reaping the benefits of what they're doing in this life, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Definitely, if somebody practices wholesome qualities, they reap the benefits. But in this case, this what is discussed in this sutta is that your immediate rebirth depends on these qualities. Like, these factors ensure your immediate rebirth is going to be in one of the good destinations, either in the human world or heavenly world, basically. But somebody may practice good things in this life. Definitely the doer will experience the happy results of that and reap the benefits, but that doesn't guarantee the happy rebirth after death. Till you attain the end of the cycle, you have to stay somewhere. And that will be a happier place, definitely, because in order to achieve that goal of ending the cycle, you have been practicing wholesome qualities, and that's why Dhamma keeps you in a safer, happier, brighter place till you attain the end of the cycle.
Isn't it true too, Bhante, as we try to be good, try to be virtuous, try to follow the Eightfold Path, we attract that to us also? The things that we put out come back to us?
We attach?
Well, no, just if I'm putting out compassion, generosity, just being nice, that's what, if I'm sending that out, isn't that what I'm attracting back to me? If I'm angry, if I'm mad, if I want to fight, if I want to curse, would that, and I'm putting that out, isn't that what I'll bring, that's attracted back to me?
Yeah, that is something realized by the Buddha. Yadisang vapate bijan tadisang harate phalam. Whatever seed is sown, that is the harvest you are going to reap.
Thank you, Bhante.
So again, the confidence in the Buddha, confidence in the Dhamma ensures the ending of the cycle eventually, and before that, the happier rebirth. Did you get that? So Paṭhamaanāthapiṇḍika has Sariputta, Arahant Sariputta Thero explains Paṭhamaanāthapiṇḍika, the householder has the Dhamme avicca pasado, unshakable, unwavering, experiential confidence in the Dhamma. Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo, the Blessed One's teachings are very well explained, very well proclaimed, visible in this very life. So, like that. And then another Sariputta Arahantero explains another thing that an ordinary person lacks, which is Sangha Pasad. Okay, so this ordinary person lacks confidence in the noble Sangha. So this is the noble Sangha, consists of 4 pairs and the 8 individuals. Starting from the disciple who is on the path to stream entry, and to the disciple who has attained the fruit of arahantship. There are 8 individuals, and as pairs, there are 4. On the other hand, the noble disciple, in this case Anathapindika, has Sangha avicca pasado, unshakable confidence faith, trust in the Sangha, understanding their path, their pure life, their precepts, their vinaya. Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho. The Sangha of the Buddha's disciple is practicing the way that is good, means practicing the way to abandon greed, hatred, and delusion. Ujjipatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho, they are following the straight path, which is the Noble Eightfold Path. Nyāyapatipanno, they are following the path to realize the Four Noble Truths. Samicipatipanno, they are sharing the best gift with the world, the gift of the Dhamma. And that is why they become worthy of offerings, worthy of hospitality, worthy of gifts, worthy of veneration with joined palms, and they are the supreme field of merit for the world. So with these qualities, by understanding these qualities, Anathapindika, devotee Anathapindika developed this unshakable confidence in the Sangha. And he spent almost all of his wealth in the name of the Buddha and the Sangha. You can still go and see that his monastery, which he offered to the Buddha, spreading gold coins on the ground, is unbelievable, it's unimaginable for some people, because the greed is a stain in the mind. They can't even imagine such a generosity, and how somebody can be such generous. That is because of this unshakable confidence in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha of the mind of the Anathapindika. And he purchased this beautiful park, the garden, and later known as Anathapindika's monastery. The Jeta's garden was offered to the Buddha, the Sangha headed by the Buddha. He built all the kutis, the meditation huts, ponds, walking paths, wells, and all the necessary facilities for the Sangha and the Buddha. And you can see that now in India, in the Sravasti area. So generosity was a big part of in his life, because he was already a stream enterer. And so this is Anathapindika, devotee with unshakable confidence on the triple gem. Again, I like to highlight the confidence, the Shraddha in the triple gem is not a minor thing. It's not something we should discuss in the end. It was discussed in the beginning by the Buddha and by the enlightened people, liberated monks. Always when we learn about these discourses, you can see that repeatedly. Shraddha is always, it is discussed in the beginning. They are very major things, and all these factors are major, and they are always highlighted.
You don't have the unethical conduct that causes an unlearned ordinary person to be reborn when their body breaks up after death, in the place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. Your ethical conduct is loved by the noble ones, unbroken, impeccable, spotless, and unmarred, liberating, praised by sensible people, not mistaken, and leading to immersion. Seeing in yourself that ethical conduct, loved by the noble ones, that pain may die on the spot.
So Arahant Sariputta Bhante explains another factor here, which is the the Puthujjana, the ordinary person, lacks ethical conduct. Dussilena samanagato asutva Puthujjana. What is the meaning of that? What's the meaning of saying he lacks ethical conduct? He kills humans and animals. He steals. He engages in sexual misconduct. He tells lies. He drinks alcohol. He takes intoxicants. He takes drugs. He speaks maliciously. Gossips. He speaks divisively. He speaks harshly. And this is the unethical conduct as explained by the Buddha. So this ordinary person basically does not keep 5 precepts, does not practice 5 precepts. And what is the result? After death, because of this bad karma accumulated by not following the precepts, this person is reborn in a bad destination in hell. On the other hand, a noble disciple of the Buddha like Anathapindika, he practices precepts as Arya Kantani Silani. His precepts are loved, appreciated by the noble ones. Noble ones means the Buddha and the enlightened beings. So his precepts are unbroken. That means he has, if there were any broken precepts, he has rehabilitated. He has fixed those broken precepts by understanding the mistakes and by observing the precepts again. Impeccable, spotless, and unmarred, liberating, praised by the wise people, not mistaken, and leading to samadhi. These precepts are in such a strong position leading to the samadhi. Samadhi samvattanika. So again, because of this confidence in the triple gem, because of the ethical conduct, the sila, the pain of Anathapindika, the devotee, may die down on the spot. Because these factors, if somebody reflects on these factors, even in the last stage of life or any during severe, like the person is experiencing severe pain, gravely ill, the reflection on these wholesome qualities that you are having in your life will help you to gain some relief, some peace, some ease in your body and mind. Because you can see how fortunate you are, and you don't have to have any fear about your next life. And you can see that these are very rare qualities in somebody's life, and you have been very fortunate to develop these qualities. So then the joy arises and your pain disappears, and it gives so much confidence and strength. These are powerful qualities. So that is just the beginning of the sutta. There are beautiful things. Again, we can discuss in future classes. So this is just the beginning of the sutta. We already learned these beautiful things. And the devotee Anathapindika had all of these beautiful qualities. He personally met an enlightened being, awakened Buddha. He sat in front of the Buddha hours and hours, days and days. And devotee Anathapindika passed away before the Buddha. So he took rebirth in one of the heavens. among the Taoist devas. As soon as he took rebirth in heaven and as the god Anathapindika, he returned to the human world to pay respect to the Buddha and to be grateful to the Buddha. He worshipped the Buddha in the midnight, surpassing the human beauty, human light, the light, all the lights, he illuminating the entire Jetavana, the monastery offered by himself. One night he came to see the Buddha and explained how he is practicing the rest of the Noble Eightfold Path with the intention of attaining the next stage of enlightenment, which is once returning. So he was so grateful, so thankful to the Buddha for helping him to escape from bad worlds, not only for this life, but for the rest of his life. He will not be born in hell, in animal world, and in ghost worlds. He was destined to attain the end of the cycle, the freedom from suffering, Nibbana, in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. And all that is achieved by him with the compassion of the Blessed One. So he was extremely grateful for that.
I have a reflection and a question. Reflecting to what we just learned on the sutta, which is very, very enlightening, honestly. So most of the people nowadays, okay, so they don't have any background as far as the triple gems, okay, they don't know. But then in the last minute in the deathbed, which of course, let's say, for example, this person is gravely sick or ill, it's because of the past karma. Most of the time, so let's say if we are going to comfort or to impart knowledge and to comfort this person, this person usually it's narrow-minded in the sense that he only wants, can you help me recover now? Can I gain the strength? Can I live? Okay, so usually this is the practical knowledge. They don't care, they don't know about the next life, going to a better destination, and that's why they sometimes they shun away from if we talk about you should do some good virtues now, or could be too late. What I'm saying is too late, Bante. So to make my reflection shorter.
So how to help that kind of a person, right?
Okay. Yes. So that's one. And sometimes they don't care about the next life. Okay. It won't go inside their head. They are very painful, Bante. So painful right now. In fact, Bante, a while ago there is a translation there that says, "Seeing in yourself that experiential confidence in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, that pain may die down on the spot." The pain may die down on the spot. So with that
that's
said,
very special.
yeah,
Isn't that?
their pain is the physical pain that they want.
Even any medicine cannot do that at that point.
Yes. So
these comforting factors can do that. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, Bante, but then their knowledge, I mean, it's very
so
narrow.
how to help that kind of person? Still we should try to help. We should not think that this person, he didn't know anything about triple gems, or maybe we don't have any way to help. No, we shouldn't think like that. This Dhamma is boundless, limitless. We can use this Dhamma in so many different ways, like to help people from different backgrounds, different levels in their lives. So so we always do that. We as monks, we are not here to help only those people who have confidence in the triple gem. We always go to non-Buddhists, atheists. I don't know the real meaning of it, but we go to different people from different backgrounds, hoping that we can do some help, something for their happiness and peace. So there are so many ways to help people, even though they don't know anything about Triple Gem, but still very valuable lessons, very valuable reflections. We can learn about them in future classes, right? Um, for example, like even there are so many discourses where Buddha or the Arahant disciples would teach somebody who was not, who didn't have any confidence in the Triple Gem, but still they helped.
So Bante, my question now is to follow that scenario wherein the person is in the last minute deathbed. So he is asking for a spiritual intervention. Is there a thing like that, Bante? A spiritual intervention? Because that is very common among um,
Yeah,
average
like
people here.
no, you like spiritual guidance. You can say to have some peace, relief in the mind, and you know, uh, you can always ask a person like that to reflect on the good things in his life, like the way he helped people, the way he practiced generosity. Because people practice generosity even though they don't have confidence in the Triple Gem, so it's still good karma. So you can ask them to reflect on how they practice generosity, how they practice giving and sharing. You can teach them the loving kindness meditation. Um, so many ways to help people. No
Thank you,
need to
Bante.
get discouraged thinking that he or she didn't have any confidence in the Triple Gem.